Yo, what it do, everybody, man? Welcome back to a new episode and another episode, man, of the 11:30 podcast. Talk Pro Wrestling. What's goody out, everybody, man? Appreciate everyone tuning in on this Saturday. I'm getting ready, man. Got of course, my co-host slash producer in the background, probably gonna be making a whole bunch of noise, though. But I appreciate everybody once again for tuning in on this edition of Talk Pro Wrestling. We live here, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, you name it, man, for real. If you're new to the show and if you haven't done so already, before we get into that good stuff and talk that good old wrestling, definitely, man, hit that subscribe button down below, like it, leave a comment, share it, do all that great stuff, and don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. All right, man, now that's out the way. Like I said, man, it's Saturday. We're gonna be talking some pro wrestling here. But on this edition of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling, I thought I'd take you back. I know it's not Throwback Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna take them back. I know it's not Throwback Thursday or Flashback Friday, but with everything sort of behind us, WrestleMania, Backlash, and everything else like that, I thought I'd take you back, you guys, in an interesting time in the world, man. An interesting time where a lot of things were just, crazy, man, for real. Not just in the world, but also in pro wrestling, man. Specifically also WWE. It's going to be a part one sort of thing I'm gonna do. Yeah, man, we're gonna burn it down. We're gonna burn it down here, man. But yeah, you guys, man, I'm talking about. We're gonna be talking some of the greatest moments in the WWE Thunderdome era, man. You know, back in 2020, sort of 2021, man, it was some really new moments. You know, obviously the biggest moment, Roman Reigns returning and launching his 1,300-day reign as undisputed champion, and so much more. But you guys, man, once again, appreciate everyone tuning in. I also got my guy commission, bro, my guy from the Beeline Entertainment. Definitely make sure you subscribe. My guy Brian B, man, what's going on with you, bro?
What up, yo? What up? What up? What up? We back at it.
Hey, appreciate you, man, for being there. How's everything?
Going good, man. Starting to feel like a regular on here now. Saturdays I usually ain't doing too much, and definitely this week I was able to. I was able to. I actually missed the commission and I missed STR as well. So I've been itching to talk some wrestling, man.
Hey, man, that's cool. That's cool. I hope everything was good, man. We definitely missed you, though. Me and Warren definitely chopped it up on
Yeah, you
some
guys had a good show. I
wrestling.
saw I saw Blackheart came in there, held it down, and yeah, it was a good show. I was
Yeah.
watching y'all.
Hey man, yeah, definitely. Always a vibe on commission talk. But yeah, man. Last week we was talking backlash, and this week we talking some sort of great moments, man, in WWE Thunderdome era, man. But
Yeah.
we're gonna dive into everything. We're gonna be talking, some King of the Ring and all of that stuff. What's going on? And also, the incident was that transpired this past week with Sky Blue at a AEW event. I don't know if you heard about that,
That's a good
but
conversation right there. Yeah, for real.
yeah, definitely. We're gonna be diving into it. But all right, we're gonna start off, man. Like I said, we're gonna be chatting some of the greatest WWE Thunderdome moments, and I know we're gonna take you back in time to sort of 2021. What was your moment, Brian? I don't think we ever sort of got a chance to conversate on it though. When you heard that, look, there ain't gonna be no fans and shit. We gonna be at the performance center, and then after a while, I think it was maybe a week before or that week of SummerSlam, they thought of the WWE Thunderdome. A bunch of
Yeah.
screens all over the place and everything like that. How was your thoughts on it? And yeah,
Yeah, well, remember at the beginning, the beginning, one of the worst things that I ever experienced as like a wrestling fan or any fan of anything, we were watching an empty arena. It was just empty. It was the wrestlers in there. I remember, I'll never forget that, that moment when Triple H came on the screen and he said, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday, Friday Night SmackDown." And they started playing the music and they just turned to the empty arena. And I remember watching it like, yo, is this some Twilight Zone shit? Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, like unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever would have thought that would have been a thing. And I remember how weird it was just watching the matches and stuff like that. And I'm like, they had to feel weird in there. They hearing the commentary right there. But I remember like also just kind of thinking like, man, no matter what, we still, they still wrestling, they still getting that shit done. Like I was thinking that as well. So this is an interesting
Yeah.
time, bro. Interesting
It,
time.
yeah, it was. It was. I know. I remember because I know a lot of people, especially my family members or whatever. They always see me watching wrestling. So when that point of the time, they was like, "This still going on?" Because a lot of stuff stopped for a while. The
It
basketball,
did.
football, everything.
Yeah,
Especially live events, and WWE kept that shit going on. And for it to be no people, and then when they came up with the screens, did you have a chance to get in the Thunderdome
I
or
did.
experience
Yeah,
that?
when they did do the Thunderdome, it was like remember it was because we were watching it for so long, and then they had the thing where they had like the NXT guys come in with behind the glass, and they was watching it
Yeah,
from behind, which was cool because it was like it gave you the feeling of like people were watching. There's some noise being made. They're making noise, a crowd in the crowd, but then the Thunderdome gave you a breath of fresh air, like all right, now it's more like reasonable. Like, we're actually seeing faces, there's people in there, whether it was fake or not. I'm pretty sure it was just like random motherfuckers in there. But it is interesting that they had that environment, and it was refreshing because we came from nobody in the arena. So the Thunderdome was pretty cool, man. It was a good thing. We needed it for sure, I think, because that empty arena shit was just not. It wasn't doing it for me. I'm sorry, yo.
yeah, it wasn't.
It
It was
wasn't doing
hard
it
to
for me.
watch it. It was really hard to watch it for a long period of time. With no fans, it's quiet, and yeah,
Yeah.
some of the guys really got into their zone. And really, performed at a high level with no fans, and you didn't have that distraction, that what chant, and everything else. But
Yep, exactly.
for a while it was just like, damn, you don't have that feedback of the crowd. And I remember the last show
Big deal.
before it was no audience was right here in DC, Monday Night Raw, and they came up with a graphic. The week later, it was 316 day on Monday Night Raw that Stone Cold was going to be there, and
That's right.
I remember. It didn't sort of suck the energy out of the building because if you sort of been to a wrestling event and you're there and you see a graphic of someone like Stone Cold or The Rock or Undertaker or whatever, and they say, "Yo, they're gonna be here next week," and you're like, "Oh shit, man, what the fuck, man? Why they ain't here this week? Come on." So then, I know Stone Cold wish he was at the Raw
For
prior
real.
because it was nobody. I'm talking. I mean, Becky Lynch did her thing. Poor Byron Saxton and the commentary team, like he didn't have no one to sort of feed off of
Yeah.
besides the people that was just ringside. So I know it was a weird time in a way. And like I said, we covering some of the greatest Thunderdome moments in history. The Ring Inferno match, I definitely remember. I remember some of the feedback on this. I don't think too many people was sort of happy though, but I know the moment in itself was very shocking of seeing someone obviously get set on fire
Yeah.
as a whole, like Bray Wyatt or the Fiend and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that
I
was
know it
one
was
of
a
the
weird.
best things. That was one of the best things about it was like, they had more liberties as far as just being more theatrical, and the storylines were able to develop more because they didn't have to worry about people being there to physically, release something or see something that they shouldn't, or they had more liberties, man, because everything was just being taped. It's kind of like taping a movie at that point. You know what I mean? Like it's just they
Hmm.
can have as much wildness or whatever. I did like the outside stuff that they were doing. Like when it came to like Randy and Bray, it was definitely a big story. I feel like people didn't like it because they were just kind of killing the Fiend's
Yeah.
momentum, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the Fiend's momentum
Hmm.
was so big when he first started. And then it was just like it just started to dry out because they were doing too much with him, having Goldberg beat him, and
Yeah.
this whole Seth Rollins shit where he didn't quit, but it was just and the red light on the match. It was like, what the fuck
Uh,
are y'all doing, bro? They destroyed the Fiend. The Fiend may be one of the best characters with one of the worst outcomes, bro. From what they did with it, bro. They started destroying that character, yo.
yeah.
But
They did. Fiend was really good. He won the WWE Championship. He had everything that was so mystique that was
mhm.
about him, but setting him on fire and different things that was
the
just
Alexa
like,
the
hold on, wait a
Alexa
minute.
Bliss shit. I don't
Uh,
know, bro. I wasn't into all that shit really.
so one of my favorite moments was when Rollins and Murphy were facing off with Tom.
The
The
announcer and Samoa
announcer
Joe.
and
Oh
Samoa
yeah,
Joe, Dominic pulled the sneak attack. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think that was actually in the Performance Center before obviously it became Thunderdome. Like I said, it was
yep.
some obviously great moments. The horrible times though, but great moments. I know this isn't the topic of the day, but I learned that GM Nick Aldris competed on the UK Gladiators
Gladiators.
back in the day.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't know that neither.
Picture
Didn't
him as an
know that.
athlete.
You know,
Oh yeah, he's a
he
wrestler, bro. Yeah,
Nick Aldridge.
yeah. Well, I think he said it's hard for me to picture him as an athlete, but yeah, Nick Aldis is a wrestler, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't understand why they put him as a general manager when he sort of first came in. And one thing before we get back to the topic on hand, I thought that was sort of going to be Cody Rhodes' next challenger. Like it was Nick
Especially
Aldridge.
when he came out on Friday, right? Yeah, I
Yes,
did too. I
yes.
was like, oh shit, they bringing all in back or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah, and it just seemed like it just didn't go that way. It was, Logan
yeah,
Paul.
yeah, I know we got the Thunderdome. But
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
how did you feel about that, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I know it's the Saudi Arabia show, so they gotta have a Saudi Arabia show. That's pretty. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I understand that. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like they're not doing Cody justice with having a credible opponent. Yo, we're in the middle factor, but you still need to be building some big moments with him as a champion, bro. I just don't feel like Logan is gonna do it. Logan's a standalone in my opinion right now. Logan's fucking phenomenal, but
He is. He's phenomenal. But when it was when he chose Logan Paul, and then I was like, oh shit, that's in Saudi Arabia. It's a fill-in person to face Cody Rhodes though. No really story, no really background. Maybe they may come up with something like I don't really know. I don't necessarily like it though. I mean,
I
because
don't either.
if you go with Cody Rhodes, and now you hear these we want Roman chants more and more each and every week because I feel like Cody Rhodes is doing what he's doing, but he's not as interesting. Like the chase was great, and now he's champion. It just
It's
it
flat.
just seemed like
It's
it
flat
fell
like
off
soda,
though.
bro. It's like when you shake a soda up and it explodes, and then you go to drink that motherfucker, and it's flat because all the carbonation is gone now. And I'm not trying to hate. I gotta say it all the time. Warren will come up in here out of nowhere. Oh, Brian said on Cody Rhodes. Nah, man. A lot of people are saying it. People are still saying, give it time. It's been a month, bro. It's been a little time now, and it's not really. I'm interested to see Cody and Logan to the degree of I'm interested to see what Logan does. I'm not interested to see what Cody does. I'm interested to see what Logan does. And that's how it's been lately, man. I've been more interested in almost everybody else but the champion. I think people are starting to notice with the We Want Roman. First of all, the bloodline story is still building. And that shit is, taking over, and people aren't seeing Roman on the, talk about Thunderdome moments. Roman Reigns as a whole, Thunderdome own that shit. But
Hmm.
you're not seeing so many, yo. Oh, I got a rant for y'all. I'm on the way. Okay, yeah, yeah. Slim jumping in.
Okay, okay, cool. Logan Paul is not worthy of this title shot. I wouldn't say he's not 100% worthy of it, but he did take on Roman Reigns at the Saudi Arabia event last year,
Mm-hmm.
where he had that moment with coming off the top rope or whatever like that. So I don't think he needs another title. He's already United States champion, so
Yeah.
it's felt like he should be doing United States Championship shit with the other guys and not facing Cody Rhodes.
And
So.
they just came out
Yeah.
and said that he's been 200, he's had the belt for 200 days and only had two fucking title defenses. And I'm not going to lie to you, that number or what people be saying with that, like even when they were saying it with Roman, oh, he's got this and only had 30 defenses. That don't mean shit, yo. I hope people really do understand. Like, you're not supposed to have the title and just defend it every single fucking day. Like, that's not how it works, bro. You're supposed to be a spectacle. Like, you're supposed to. That's the champion. These other motherfuckers is fighting their hardest to get to the champion, and then once you get to the champion, then you have that big payoff. And that's why it's a payoff. If you saw Roman Reigns fighting every day, same thing with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar took some liberties with that shit though, because that motherfucker took the belt and just left for like a year.
Bullshit, man.
Yeah, man.
He
But
got the belt, and you ain't never seen his ass after that.
I personally think they're doing good with Logan Paul's run with the U.S. Championship because he's a heel. First off, he's very unlikable, but he's also really good. So it makes you not like him even more because you want to see him be bad because you hate the fact that you don't like him or whatever. I'm saying it right, but then it's like he's so good. You know, he's good on the mic. He's good
Mhm.
in the ring. He talks his shit and he backs it up. So it's like you can't hate him, but you hate him and shit. So that's why I like Logan, bro. I think he's fucking perfect. In my opinion, Logan Paul might be one of the best heels in the fucking business right now. Just with the whole caliber. Having the prime, having the fucking the company sponsor his shit that he's making money on. I think Logan Paul is one of the top heels in wrestling right now, altogether, not just WWE. Don't tell me Christian Cage. Don't tell me none of them fucking people. Don't play with me. Don't you better not tell me no Luke Perry or whatever, Jake Perry. Don't play with me. Logan Paul got early Miz vibes and shit. Like when Miz was IC champion with the Miz Taraj. I'm getting
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot from Logan Paul right now, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting it. He good on the mic. He can make you, he can soak you into what he's saying and everything.
For
He's an
real.
awesome heel, and like, come on, like, it's not too much bad that you can say
Dude is good,
about,
man.
excuse me, about Logan Paul. But I just feel like with this chance, and I think it could be someone else who could face Cody Rhodes and give us a nice bigger story. But
Who would
yet,
who would you
it
have?
can
Who would you have, Dre? If you had to
see.
pick
And
a perfect
I would
story,
I would have chose Nick Aldris. Like the way it was set up, though, I feel like because I don't know the deal with Nick Aldris. I think I said this on Commission Talk. I don't know what the deal with him. If he retired, he can't wrestle or whatever. I just know WWE made him the GM. But
mm-hmm.
when he brought out Cody and he was like, "Yo, man, your next challenger is this," and Cody looked at the Trump, I was like, "Is Nick Aldris about to attack them, from behind or whatever?" And like besides obviously, Randy Orton, he's like the biggest, choice. And I think I would have probably started that
That's a
probably
big
at
one.
SummerSlam. Yeah,
Yeah,
big one. But for the Saudi Arabia event, maybe something, next to, AJ Styles, you coming off of that huge match. And I'm not saying Logan Paul is not going to live up to it. It's going to be a great match, a phenomenal. They're going to do their thing. But, I would have chose something that no one would have thought of in a way. And I was just thinking outside of the box with Nick Aldris.
yeah, no, and I like that too. Even though it is a Saudi Arabia show, I think Nick Aldis, even if he would have introduced something like because I do think that he is going to be on some heel shit, and it's going to be really good when they do get to that kind of level with him. But WWE used to have a rule: champs had to uh, defendants, damn, every 30 days, but it went out the window with like Lesnar and Roman without bloodline interference. For that reason, I respect Cody defending more often. Cody defending more often. He just got it. He only defended it one time.
Yeah, and besides house shows,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. But I definitely understand, man. I don't know.
I think right now for Cody, I think somebody that I would be interested in seeing him go up against now out of what's it called? That's right, find out what's it called. I would have said if they were still on what's it called? I would have said Carrying Cross. And I just want to see something like new or whatever. I know AJ Styles was called, but that was no build, really. If they had a good match, I mean whatever, but it wasn't no build. I mean, I would like a Karrion Cross build. Logan Paul's not bad, but like you said, I feel like he could have did more because he already has a championship. But I would like somebody like that. Even a Bobby Lashley, man. Even though he just got like injured or whatever, I guess. But like a Bobby Lashley or I don't know, man. I just feel like there's people out there who could benefit more. But it is Saudi Arabia, so they got to make it more of a spectacle and shit.
Oh, okay. I definitely dig it, man. Definitely dig it. All right, we're gonna get right back into that, and also wait for Slim because he said he definitely got a rant coming for us, man.
Oh yeah,
Another, sort of WWE greatest Thunderdome moments though. Now looking back at it, you're just like, yeah, it was sort of another WWE legends son or daughter in a way, making their debut and. and I'm talking about Dominic Mysterio.
Mm.
Dominic Mysterio made his debut 2020 at SummerSlam. I think it was 2020 or 2021. And a lot of people, was just like, "Oh man, he's green. They need to send him down to NXT, and he's just here for Rey Mysterio because he's that's the father of that's the son of Rey
Rey
Mysterio and
Mysterio.
stuff." But his debut match, he took on Seth Rollins, knocked it out of the park. Now looking back, now fast forward 4.5 years or so later, Dominic Mysterio is one of the hottest superstars on the WWE roster on Monday Night Raw with the Judgment Day. What you think of Dominic Mysterio progression and his future in WWE?
Yeah, I'm one of the ones who when I first saw him, and just also knowing it's the beginning or whatever, I couldn't stand the Rey Mysterio and Dominic tag team. I couldn't stand that shit. It was
Oh,
corny
you
to me.
couldn't? I think I'm the
Nah,
only one who liked it though because it
I
was
didn't
like a
like that
father and
shit.
son duo though.
Yeah, it was cool for what it was. Like, I definitely understand. Like, there's not, never happened really before or whatever. But it was just like, it was kind of like that feeling. Like, Dom, you there because you Ray's son. You were kind of corny in the ring, but you didn't have he didn't have a chance to get established in front of a live crowd. And like you said, like he didn't really he didn't go to NXT, and
Hmm.
stuff like that. But the best thing that happened in Dom, yeah, they did put him in there with some big names, man. They put him in there even with Brock Lesnar for a little bit, where he tossed his ass about in the
Oh
Thunderdome.
wow.
Remember that? That was something else.
Yeah, I do. I
Um,
do.
but it definitely was like they set stuff up for Dom to where when they got to the point where he flipped on his dad, the storytelling
Mm.
of him flipping on his dad was done so well that they built the heat because it wasn't fast, it was very drawn out. And Rey Mysterio not attacking him going to his house on Thanksgiving, and
Oh boy.
they told the fucking him going to jail. They told the story so well, and like you said, bro, he's not established because he's Dominic Mysterio's son. He's established because his fucking character had layers, and it was crazy. And then on top of that, he started pulling out fucking great matches. On
Yeah,
top of that,
and not even to mention the whole Rhea Ripley stuff. I think Rhea Ripley was a bonus to add to him, because he get
definitely.
massive heat. Everybody hated it. It was like, oh, poor Rey Mysterio. Nah, go ahead, blah blah blah. But then when he sort of joined the Judgment Day and got on his own and stuff, I think that's when people really start, noticing
That's that heel
Mysterio.
shit. And we talk about it all the time about like, the importance of managers and stuff like that to establish people's importance, man. And that's with that heel shit. Rhea taking him in, and this is mommy, and him hiding behind her and shit is making the crowd so invested. Like, get that motherfucker. The same thing we talking about Logan Paul, but Logan Paul has enough heat from outside shit and stuff like that that he kind of bought in as he came into the ring. Like, he came in with that heat already, so he didn't have to establish it as much because he was already kind of established. But it's like he drove off of that, and that's why Logan Paul isn't one of them ones who don't need extra shit. Like, he needs a manager, even though he comes in with his sidekicks and stuff like that. Logan Paul got it, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, Logan Paul fucking got it. But Dom is the same way. Dom's development was very well done, and still going. Like, he don't even got Rhea around right now. I'm interested to see.
Nah, he got live though.
Yeah, now with the live shit, right? But yo,
I know.
are you interested to see from Dom's development? Yeah, he's a heel,
One
and he can be
hundred
a heel
percent.
for a while. But
100%.
when he's not a heel, I'm interested to see what they gonna do with him, yo.
You know what? I never thought about even seeing Dom not a heel at the
Yeah,
moment
he ain't
because
gonna be
he's
a heel
just
forever.
yeah, of course he ain't gonna be a heel forever, but he's so over and like you
Yeah,
said, it's so much. Yeah, it's a heel and so much layers to the Dominic Mysterio character. And how you mentioned every single what was it Thanksgiving, whether it was Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, he made it his duty to sort of
and
put it
sold his
back in
dad.
his and sought his dad. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was trying to find the words. He made
Yeah,
it his duty. So I feel like, man, with him, even with the Liv Morgan thing, I feel like it's definitely just gonna put him to the moon. He's gonna be one of those guys in about 5 to 10 years in a way where everyone I feel like, and I don't even maybe not even that later, maybe even sooner, where a
yeah.
lot of fans are gonna really, really. really appreciate Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I hope so. And you know, say it talking about Liv Morgan, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Liv is one of those ones where she's coming up. She definitely has what it takes, I think, but she still got some shit to do before I think she's established. And I really think that Dominic's gonna, if they play this story right, I think Dom is gonna help establish her even more than what
Mhm.
we might even be thinking, because she's definitely good. It, you know, the also the similarity that we're talking about with this topic that, like, I just want to address real quick, the fact that all these people that we're pretty much talking about, they didn't start getting established until they started doing heel shit, until they started doing heel work. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, man. Like, we talk about it all the time. Everybody can't be a heel. You need baby faces, but you get established as a heel, man. It's just how it
Mhm.
fucking works.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
how
you
it
run
works.
your courses as a babyface, and people see you do your thing for so long, and then when in the switch of a dime, you go to the heel side. It's like it's more interesting.
It
People
is.
pay attention more to to you as a heel. And speaking of guys who sort of revamped his career as a heel during this whole Thunderdome era, though, and I think it was sort of throughout
Oh.
the. I got it here. I got it. I love it.
You know how I feel about Bobby. Bobby, who? Yo, Brock Lesnar made that shit. Brock Lesnar was the funniest part about fucking Bobby Lashley whole shit. He said, yo, I saw, he said, knock, knock. Who's there? Bobby, who? He said, exactly. Brock Lesnar was the greatest shit.
Hey, oh man, I definitely remember that. I definitely remember that. Well, with everything that was going on in the time in the world too, and I feel like which also gave Bobby Lashley that boost to become WWE champion.
Yo.
I want to hear your thoughts on it. And did you also feel like that time presented itself because a lot of black people, from Bianca Belair winning the Royal Rumble, Sasha Banks doing her thing, main eventing WrestleMania with Bianca Belair, and you're seeing a lot of black superstars getting their moments, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing, you're just like you just said, bro. You're seeing like elevated portion of that, like,
Mhm.
black, Hispanic, like, it's definitely like, I hope it's not like, affirmative action or nothing like that or whatever. I hope it's just people are getting recognized for their talent, and it's like, Bobby Lashley, he definitely had, I think Bobby Lashley came in at the right time where, like you said, it was the Thunderdome. He's a big dude. He was also a veteran in the company already. He wasn't brand new to the company. It was a place for him. Now, what I will say with Bobby Lashley is the Hurt Business. Now, that shit right there, that was a faction before we started getting back into factions. And it really took off, and it fell flatter, than it was supposed to, way before it should have, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions.
They broke them up too soon.
Too fast. They indicated cracks in the faction immediately. It was like they first started teasing with Cedric and Bobby or whatever, and then they started teasing with Shelton and Cedric, and it was immediately like, and you saw they were going over. They had the suits on. It was four of them. It wasn't even a three-man faction. It was four of them plus MVP. No, with MVP, and it was
Hmm.
just like it was a dominant faction, bro, of black dudes. It wasn't no nation of domination or anything like that. It was dudes in suits geared up, ready to rock. But they didn't take the storyline seriously, man. But
No.
I feel like that would have been. I feel like if they would have did more with the damn, why can't I say it? The Hurt Business. I feel like they would have been now kind of like on the level of what Judgment Day, if not more.
You
Going
think they
having.
get?
Go ahead.
You think we can see a Hurt Business 2.0 in a way? We got Carmelo Hayes.
Not
We
no
got
more.
not no
Not no
more.
more.
Why not?
Fuck no. Because yo, look at what they did with Street Profits and Bobby and them. That shit is, bro. You can't fuck up something great, have something great, and then you sit there and start hitting all the hints that they were doing with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. Even when what's your name, B Fab came in, and you sitting there like, all right, man, maybe they're about to start reinventing her business, and then they don't do it, and then they call themselves the Pride. We call him the Pride more than they call him the Pride and shit. And it's not taken seriously. And now he's injured again. What are you going to do? Redo it again? Like, three strikes you out, bro. Like, it's just to the point where I think if they're going to do anything now, I don't think Bobby Lashley should have any part of it. I think that Carmelo Hayes is a perfect front runner for a faction, or like I've been fucking saying, Montez Ford, yo. Montez Ford has proven himself, and I'm gonna say this shit until it happens because this guy is gold in his business, yo. When he breaks out and finally gets out, I promise you, yo, he better have a fucking manager. It don't even gotta be Bianca. He better have a manager, and he better have a woman manager, and let him come out and be the hottest shit that ever hit the street. You know what I'm saying? I've
Okay.
been telling y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Just the elevation can be incredible. And then him and Carmelo Hayes and so many fucking talents, bro. Him as a heel going up against Cody taking his shit. Come on, man. Give me
Look
some
here.
fucking wrestling, bro.
I'm
Let's
with you.
go.
I'm definitely with you though. But we're gonna get into something that's very similar to that. I think wrestling fans has been fickle in a way, but they've been an uproar for Pacific Superstar. And before we get to that, another great, which I'm going to get to right after that, another great moment in the Thunderdome, which I believe is one of my favorite moments of all time in the Thunderdome, where Roman Reigns
Yes.
and Jey Uso in, I believe it was the I Quit match in the Hell in a Cell. I'm
Yes.
talking about the best opening to a pay per view in a. I mean, like, why wasn't it the main event? I don't even
Bro.
know. I don't remember. But the storytelling to its max between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, from Jey Uso wanting to support his family too, but Roman Reigns is like, no, it only one person will sit at the head of the table, and
That's
only
right.
one person is going to do the damn thing. And then with Jimmy coming out,
Yup.
and Roman with the tears, and like, man, come on, man, you got it. And then he put him in the guillotine to make Jey Uso get his ass back up to say,
Yup.
he quit, man. Like, pure. I mean, it was beautiful.
Genius. And we talking Thunderdome. The best part is right now, Roman and Jey Uso's beef, their matches, everything about the beginning of the Bloodline story, the greatest shit to come out of the Thunderdome. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. Like you
Hmm.
just said, bro, like literal gold, man. Like, the way that Jey Uso, the emotion that he gave, the emotion that Roman had in the matches. That's what I was hoping that he was going to kind of bring back for when he was going up against Cody. Not the laughing Roman. You think you got. He got soft. He got comfortable. He got soft. But that conquering Roman talking shit while he got people in the headlocks to the camera. Bro, Roman Reigns was on another level when he came back with Paul Heyman, bro. And it's just like, the reactions that happened weren't available because there was no crowd, but just us sitting home watching the emotion that was invested, that they were just feeding off each other. It wasn't even like they were feeding off the audience and shit. So it's
Mm.
just crazy that, that story was definitely in my book. The Bloodline shit, bro. All the way back to the Thunderdome times. The Bloodline story has been killing this industry for fucking ever, yo.
Forever, literally. Excuse me, forever
Forever.
though. It was literally that was like my greatest moment, man, of Thunderdome history, when it was around though. But Jey Uso now, right now, is doing his thing, and I believe you was talking about Montez Ford, just Montez Ford breaking
Yes.
out, being a singles competitor. And it was sort of an uproar in a way on social media this past week with Jey Uso. He's like main event Jey Uso, and he haven't really been in the main events. And every championship or match sort of they have with Jey Uso, he sort of lose, whether it's the
Yup.
World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship, the Intercontinental Championship matchup. Besides the tag team titles that he won with Cody Rhodes, what have main event Jey Uso have done? Now, will it be a complete bust if they just put Jey Uso back in the tag team and just, go back with his brother before winning a singles championship to sort of solidify the singles run that he's on?
I got a question for you, Jay.
Okay.
Dre, on that topic right there. I got a question for you. If he does win a singles title, what is he going to do with
Uh-huh.
it?
Hmm.
If he wins the Intercontinental Championship, if he wins the United States Championship, And right now, just seeing his character, just seeing everything that they got going on, if he goes over anybody, same shit with Cody Rhodes that we was talking about when we was over there talking about Cody and him winning on Roman. What is he gonna do with it? What's next for him? Is he gonna be a long title holder? Is he gonna be a
Nah,
what's it called? Or is he gonna be? Is this gonna give? He finally. Maybe this is the story. Maybe this is the story. He's been losing everything. They've had a lot of interferences, had a lot of things, but now he finally builds his way up. He's amazing. He's dominant. Why is he dominant? Because his entrance, everything about his aura, his energy, his presence is fucking phenomenal. And that France crowd, Jey Uso should thank that France crowd for getting him over elevations higher than what the fuck he already was. But check it out. I see them taking Roman, not Roman, fucking Jay, and finally giving him, because he ain't winning King of the Ring, finally giving him a match or a title that'll establish him, and that's where the bloodline's going to come back in and cause him to lose that shit. That's what I see happening because they are kind of telling a story with his losses, and they're actually, kind of, they did speak on that shit too. Like, so whenever they bring it to into presence and they talk about it, I feel like they have a setup reason for it. So I don't know, man.
I don't see him ever being, a champion for 6 months, 8 months, or even long. But I just feel like with all the momentum that he has, and obviously he's on a single run. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, so if you're in a tag team and they put you on this singles run, it's obviously because either they have a lot of faith in you, they see you winning singles gold, or etc. But for Jey Uso to maybe never win, I guess singles gold, I mean, I'll be okay with it. I mean, I'm not going to,
Yeah.
die about it, but I think it would be, cool. I don't really, like I said, what would he do with it? I mean, go around and defending championships, and obviously, I see the bloodline definitely costing him the victory. I'm not saying it would never happen, but I feel like main event Jey Uso is fine though. But the
Yeah.
crowd is
That
just in the uproar.
that's always been my point
Mm,
with the main event Jey Uso thing too, bro. Because we all know he's still attached to that shit somehow, and there's so much still going on with it that you have to look at him and reasonably say like, all right, Jay, but when you gonna go help your brother? Like, all right, Jay, when you gonna go help Roman and them? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for me, I feel like he's on a time limit, yo. It's like we know you're gonna be established to this other big ass story that's going on in some way at some point. You're not gonna just be main event Jey Uso by yourself forever. Like you're not. You're going back to the Usos. Like we know that. And that's why I think, even with all this, the current success and everything, I feel like it's still that understanding is still had by me and shit. And I think a lot of people too. But he
mm.
is great. He's great, bro. He's fucking amazing, bro.
Okay, okay, shit. Why we had it on Jay Uso though? Solo Sokoa talking about our title though. Our title. I think, and then he also said he spoke to Roman Reigns, but I feel like he is referring to The Rock as his, tribal chief. So I
Mm.
think the whole story with that, and Jay Uso is definitely gonna definitely unfold. All right,
Mm-hmm.
before we get into some other stuff, obviously with the Thunderdome and everything. What was your best cinematic match that WWE put on? You seen the Boneyard and so many other great stuff. The Firefly Funhouse match and
Yeah, that's
other
probably
stuff.
it
What
for me.
was?
Yeah, Firefly Funhouse match with John Cena was probably the best shit for me. I think that was done so well. It was such a well told story with him being in NWO. It was something so different also because we also got those really corny matches like with Randy Orton and and Bray Wyatt when not before the Thunderdome. And that shit was it was weak. That's why I said like the Thunderdome really introduced more theatrics. You know what I'm saying? Even with like you said, like
Mhm.
the what's it called match with oh that's right, I forgot Braun had one too.
Yeah,
Um
Braun and Bray. Yeah,
that's right, that's right.
yeah, the Swamp
Um
match.
that's right, that's right. See, shit was dope, man. Shit was dope. But yeah, I would definitely say the one with him and John Cena was definitely the best, yo. It's told a lot of story. The one with Undertaker was really good with the Good Brothers and AJ and stuff like that. I don't know why I
Yeah,
feel like if that was somebody different, it would have been a little bit better. But
I
I
mean,
don't know.
and one match. What did you think about the corporate Money in the Bank ladder match, which I feel like was one of the worst. ones of them all, where Otis won the Money in the Bank match, but then had to relinquish his briefcase to the Miz in a
Yeah, he
way.
lost to Miz.
Yeah,
I've always liked that concept of having the Money in the Bank on the line. I don't think you should always do it, but I do think that if you do have it's an easy story to establish for people to like, hey, put your Money in the Bank briefcase up on the line or whatever, especially if you're holding that shit forever. But yeah, I didn't really care for that. I didn't really watch it either. They threw somebody off. Didn't they throw somebody off like the whole fucking roof or something like
yeah.
that?
I think it was Baron Corbin. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, it was Baron. Yeah, I wasn't really into that one. I don't know. They was trying, man. I'm gonna give them an A for effort and shit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, A for effort. They did a lot of trying and stuff throughout all of that, man. For real. You resend the link to Slim. I think he was trying to
Yeah,
get the link.
I was looking to see if he was there. He didn't. He looked like he got it. Slim, if he got it, when I click,
Okay.
it say stream ended. Might have send see if we got another one in there.
Okay, okay. Look at all right. We were talking about some of the greatest moments in WWE history. As far as the Thunderdome, we're going to continue this conversation over the next couple of weeks here on Talk Pro Wrestling. Also, we're going to be talking some of the greatest AEW pandemic moments, throughout that time and stuff. So, but we got the King of the Ring tournament. It's definitely underway right now. Who's your odds-on favorite to win the King and Queen of the Ring?
Um, I gotta be real, bro. I gotta see like a poster of it because I know who's in it, but I don't know like I don't know it by heart. I know we have Ilya. I know. Oh, there you go. There we go. I know we got Ilya. We just talked about Jay Uso. I definitely don't think it's him. We still got Rey Mysterio and what's it called? I definitely don't think it's either one of them. And you got Gunther. I feel like Gunther is definitely a big name for it. Um, I don't really feel like Gunther needs it though, but I do feel like he's a big name for it. And I don't know, bro. It's really hard, yo, because I don't know.
I mean, I don't see no one else winning. I mean, on the Monday Night Raw side, obviously Gunther is going to take on what was it, Rey Mysterio or Kofi Kingston. I believe that match is going to happen over this weekend,
Yeah,
or on Monday Night Raw
on
next week.
Raw.
But I think the Dragunov and Jey Uso match is going to be nice, but I don't see Jey Uso winning it, and it's going to come down to the Raw on the Raw bracket between Gunther and Dragunov. I feel like that's what it's going to come down to, and the Gunther, going to the finals, and then you got on the SmackDown side, which I really can't predict who's going to be in the finals.
Yeah, and you also got. I wouldn't mind seeing Carmelo Hayes. Like, Carmelo Hayes winning the King of the Ring. That's one that I wouldn't mind seeing. If it did come down to like Gunther and Carmelo Hayes, I think it kind of sets him up a little bit more because Gunther is coming off that long title win to where he doesn't really need the King of the Ring. But like you said, I can't really see him losing. But if he does lose, it would have to be on some. Maybe Vinci came in and fucked something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be on something where it's like it's understandable. But I don't
Okay.
know. Okay.
Okay, let's see. But yeah, I got Gunther winning it all the way. And for the women's side though, I'm not sure. I'm
This
really not
needs to go to
sure. Who
Shayna. This needs to go to Shayna.
Shayna?
Yeah, this
Hmm.
needs to go to Shayna, bro. I think they need to give Shayna the ability to present herself in a different way. I think she could take this and I think she can use this to ride. I think that Shayna should start some kind of Street Fighter chick shit with her, Zoe, and I can't think of, but there's a whole bunch of people that just came off the shit with even Blair Davenport, well, she's on SmackDown, but I think there's some people that can get connected and make Shayna a opposable threat and
Hmm.
start building it. It definitely isn't going to be Jade. I don't feel like I don't. Well, see, I'm saying it, but I'm like thinking about it because you still need reasons for Bianca to hate her ass. So
Yeah, but do you think they're gonna have them two go one on one after just
no,
winning the tag team titles
fuck
and
no.
Backlash? So I feel like Nia Jax is gonna win the whole Queen of the Ring. She's gonna
Yeah,
somehow beat Jade. Naomi, I mean not Naomi, but Bianca is gonna win against Tiffany Stratton. That match is gonna take place over the weekend, I think tonight at a house show. So it's gonna come down to to Bianca and Naomi on the SmackDown side, and whoever is on the Raw side, which I just saw, but no one particularly besides maybe EO, maybe not EO, but
Yeah, I
you
don't think
got
EO's on. I think EO's done for a little while.
yeah, Lyra Valkyria and Shayna Baszler. You mentioned her as well too, but th- not too many that I can really think of winning it
Yeah, because
on the Raw side.
Oscar's injured. Dakota Kai just caught. She just got taken out. In her match, I forgot who she wrestled. Yo, Naomi. Listen, let me say this real quick, Naomi. Listen, you need to
Oh
work on your
shit!
ring gear, yo. You need to work on your ring
Oh
gear,
shit!
cause
Yeah, I saw that.
she's been having that issue with her last, like, at least a couple times that I've been seeing her. Like, she's been having issues trying to hold up her wardrobe and shit. Like, if you come out there and them titties is flopping everywhere, you gotta get them shits under control. But I mean,
Yeah, she said her
just
whole
saying, because I
wardrobe
mean,
malfunctioned last night.
yeah, but listen, my eyes was glued to the screen. But I'm just saying, like, it was a good match, and I know Naomi's a hell of a performer. It's got to be difficult to be jumping around trying to get the job done, especially against Nia Jax. And you over here, you got to super worry about your boobs popping out. So hopefully she starts getting some ring gear that helps her out a little bit more. But I would have loved to see Naomi, but I don't think it would have really established her in the way that it can right now. I mean, also got to think about Tiffany. Tiffany's definitely she's definitely one that's rising really fast. But I think you said it, Dre. I think Tiffany's headed straight for that Money in the Bank. I think that Money in the Bank contract is hers.
Yeah, I see that winning. I can see her winning that all the way. I don't definitely not too many big people won Money in the Bank. So Big Show didn't win it. I don't see Nia Jax climbing up a ladder to win the briefcase. I can see her
Mm.
winning this Queen of the Ring and going around talking about how she's the queen and shit like that. She'll get a championship opportunity, but
Yeah.
I got it with her.
Uh oh. Dre had to pause that real quick.
Yeah.
Whenever you pause, I'm ready right away. I'm a professional. I ain't gonna let no quiet time go out here. Hey,
Yeah,
Slim, man, if you
that's
watching, bro, I'm not sure what happened. I tried to send the link, but I don't know if it's just not working or something. I don't know.
uh yeah, but yeah, I definitely see Nia winning it all the way. Definitely all the
Yeah.
way. Okay, Sky Blue, man. Sky Blue this past Wednesday on at a Ring of Honor taping at AEW Dynamite. It was a incident between a fan and Sky Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know these wrestlers, these women wrestlers can come out looking very, very, very good, but I think you should keep your hands to yourself,
Oh
in
yeah,
this
for
area.
sure.
And a lot of people would say, "Oh man, she shouldn't wear short shorts for booty out dog. They don't give you a right to
Mm-mm.
touch her or anything like that." I just
Yeah.
think there's a lot of widows where we live in, man. What's your thoughts on it? Because I know you
Yeah.
said you wanted to
I
chime in
mean,
on it.
just like we were talking. First of all, Scott, whew, man, that girl is fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful girl.
Yes.
But whew, every time I see her, it's like, damn, she's a beautiful girl, man. But yeah, just like you just said, man, it's like you saw a lot of people come into her defense, and I didn't even hear somebody touched her. I heard that people were like saying stuff about her and or whatever. But yeah, you definitely should never put your hands on anybody. I don't understand what the hell that's even about. But just for people talking about, oh, she shouldn't wear that, and what the fuck are you talking about? But at the same time, like I said, I always got to be that motherfucker. Like I can't stand on one side. Like I have to, at least address, you know, um, wrestlers. They're in their ring
Let me
gear.
try.
They're doing their thing. They walking around. They wearing what's comfortable for them in the ring. They wearing what's attractive to them in the ring, and they're trying to build their brand. That's what they do. Everybody respect. You should respect anybody. You never should say anything, nobody out of pocket. Even if you think it, you should keep it to yourself and be respectful as possible. That's how everybody should handle each other.
Yeah.
Now, when you out in the street and you see somebody and they walking up, I saw this lady just to give reference. I saw this lady in the store the other day. I was in the store and she walked by me, had a white tank top on and pink booty shorts, and she was pretty big for them for the whole outfit. I ain't gonna lie to you, but she walked past me, and when you get that thing and you see something you're not really expecting. I'm in my own zone, just kind of shopping, and I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? And I kind of like in my own head, I kind of said it. But when I saw her, I felt some type of way, not like personally, but I just felt some type of way. I was like, damn, you wearing that shit out here like that? So it is judgment that kind of gets made, but it's not my business. You know what I'm saying? But it's my choice to, or it's my decision to have my own thoughts and shit. So it's like with Sky Blue, you watching wrestling, you seeing her in the nice booty shorts and stuff like that. If you go and sit there and try to approach her, oh, no, I'm gonna talk to you like you this because you wearing that, you definitely crossing the line. Like, you're making a decision on your own to say something to a woman or a guy, whoever, wearing whatever they want to wear, their prerogative, their money, doing what they want to do. If you feel some type of way, you think something, you can think that. If you want to share your opinion or something like that, you can always do something respectfully. But if you putting your hands on people, then yeah, you got a fucking problem. That's just your own shit. Don't try to use our reasonable logic to explain your bullshit.
Yeah, it
But she
don't
was
make
dressed like, whoa, that girl is fine. Every time I see
yeah.
her.
Yeah, but I ain't understand. I was because I heard this news and it was like really breaking out things, especially Thursday and yesterday about it, the incident with the fan, and I think she said, "Fuck off, don't try to be a pervert" or
All of
something
her.
like that, or what was said, But yeah, man, I think it's really absurd. Though. All right, there we
Yeah.
go, there we go, there we go. We got my man Slim in the building, man. There we go,
There
man.
you go.
Slim, what's goody?
Finally, finally.
What up, bro?
Had to
What's
get
up,
you in. What's
man?
going on?
What's going on? What's going on, brothers? What's going on, man? Feel like I missed
Doing
like
good.
45% of the show already.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get you in there. I don't know what happened with the link.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
but I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but
Nah, go
to
ahead.
just get this off my chest, I have no problem with Cody and Logan. I think it can be a good match because we all know Logan can hold his own, and Cody is at this point in ring general. It's like it's hard for him to have a bad match. I feel like what we're not talking about is, has the U.S. title been more or less relevant than it has already been? Because here's my thing: he's been champion for what, 200 days? How many title matches have we seen? And
2.
not trying to be funny, the U.S. title wasn't already in good standings as it is anyway before he got that championship.
Yeah.
Now I'm also in the majority to where I figure that this should lead to Logan Paul versus LA Knight at SummerSlam. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
Yeah, hopefully because that's supposed to have been going on for a while,
Yeah,
man.
we thought that at Mania.
but that's my thing, man. Like, I feel like honestly, not to discredit any of them, but I feel like the Saudi prince said, "Hey, I want Cody, I want Logan. You make it happen." Like, pretty much, that's what I feel because like it's kind of out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what has Logan done to even be on Cody's radar? For God's sake, like at least when it was Mello was just a cocky son bitch. He's like, hey, I just want the shot so I can prove who I am, bro. Like, you already know what it is. Logan is just, to me, random
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you're right too, bro. And that's what we were talking about too.
And
Mhm.
and to get back on the current subject, the asshole that did all that stuff to Sky Blue, your dick. I'm sorry, I don't agree with anything that was said. Like, okay, we get it. Like, yes, the female wrestlers can dress promiscuous, sexy, and everything, but it's 2024. People are gonna wear what they're gonna wear. Their brand is their brand. Their body is their brand. It doesn't give you the right to try to step outside that realm and disrespect them. Because I mean, that's
Exactly.
just like, somebody going to your sister's job or your mom's job, your auntie, your grandma's job, and calling them out your name. And if that happens, you'd be ready to whoop some ass. Any man would. So
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's all about a respect level. I mean, I get what you're saying, Brian. We see it every day. You could be in the grocery store, so somebody got some boy shorts on. You'd be like, damn. But it ain't my place to speak outside the term. Like, hey,
Exactly.
cover that up. That's not my call.
Yeah. Why
What
would
you
I even think to say that shit? Like,
yeah,
you could think it, but don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
what you choose to wear on your body is what you choose to wear on your body. It's
Exactly.
really all about self-control for some of these people who haven't been outside of a basement in part of a decade and they finally get on a show and don't know what to say. I'm sick of that crap, man.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right.
there's the vast majority of people that ruin the wrestling community for everybody else because it's always that stereotypical overweight, no hygiene, no deodorant, ain't never seen a female outside the internet, and you finally see somebody live and you don't know how to act.
That's true, bro. That's true. Hey, yo, these are all the thoughts coming from Slim Jefferson, member of STR, straight through the ropes. Yo, I
Your
was able to
favorite.
talk wrestling this week. That's right. Yeah, belt looks good too, man.
Appreciate it,
That's
man.
what's up. That's what's up.
Hey,
Slim, who you got?
I got a
Go ahead,
question
go ahead.
real quick. I got a question, Dre. Not to take over your show in no
All
way
right,
at all.
go ahead.
But yo, you guys are talking all fun and we're all grouped up and stuff like that. How you guys feel about being opponents this Wednesday on the first episode of Oh You Didn't Know Wrestling, baby? How y'all feel about the game show coming up Wednesday, yo?
Hey, I feel good. I feel good. I think I can knock some questions out of the park, man. And it just
All
depends on
right.
how hard it is, man. You know.
I'm ready, baby. I'm on summer break. My workload's a little lighter now since those Aggies graduated this past Saturday. Shout out to A&T. So I got a little bit more free time. I tell you what's amazing, man. What I did back and watched last night, I went back and watched old Cody Rhodes Bullet Club promos and how fun and exciting those were, from ROH to New Japan. Just how I tell you this, when Cody actually turns heel, it's going to be something fun to watch in the evening.
Yes,
because everything
I agree.
On the Indies is amazing.
Yeah, I agree firmly to that. And that's probably why I'm so I know that's there, and it's just like the kissing baby shit. I never liked from any baby face. So, but my bad, Dre. Go ahead, bro. What you gonna
No.
say?
Hey, look, I enjoy it. No, I was about to ask Slim who he think is winning the King of the Ring tournament, or thoughts on the tournament.
Oh man. Well, first of all, I think I told B this. I think it's kind of writing on the wall that we're destined for a Ilya Gunther clash on the Raw side, and I think for those few people who haven't seen them fight before, that's going to be a treat. And Dave Meltzer will probably give it an 8-star match, even though he's giving those out like candy nowadays.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, it could go to a lot of people. I mean, this is almost like a perfect thing to launch Carmelo. You could actually do a lot with this for LA Knight. This could almost beyond solidify Gunther. This could do wonders for Ilya. It's tough, man.
It's a tough one.
It's hard for me to call, but I think that, to be real with you, I think a crazy final would be Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes would be a crazy final, in my opinion.
Damn, Gunther versus
And as
Carmelo
far as
Hayes.
the Queen of the Ring,
I can see that.
I think that's Nia all day.
That's what Dre said.
I got Nia.
Yeah, I see Nia.
And I haven't seen the bracket because I don't know how far apart Bianca and Jade are in that tournament. So I don't know if they're destined to eventually wrestle or anything like that because I haven't seen the bracket.
If they do that, that'll be such a waste, man. If they make them go up against in the bracket of the King of the Ring, I highly doubt they would do that shit. But
Yeah, I highly
you never
doubt
know.
they'd do that, but they. Oh shit! Does it work? All right, there we go. Take it forever to come up.
Yeah, we see it on our site. I don't know if we got a little lag.
Oh, okay,
there,
okay.
Dre. But yeah,
And honestly, I can't discount Lyra Valkyria. This might be a shooting thing for her as well.
Hey, can we talk about that for a minute? About what they're doing with these NXT superstars that get called up, because I think that's part of the problem, yo. They bring in, like, Lyra Valkyria is a perfect example of, you have to announce these people, man. And I'm not trying to take anything away from her, yo. She's obviously a very talented wrestler, but she's not as known. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have a lot of story behind her. It's like she's had the championship. She's got a name. Also, I want to say this shit too, because it does mean something. I'm not a fan of the Vince McMahon one name changes and stuff like that. I've never been a fan of that. But some of these people's names, yo, it's harder to remember. It's hard to remember Lyra Valkyria. Like
That's the one I can
Ilya
never
Dragunov. If you can't remember somebody's name, it's very likely that you're gonna be not remembering them in conversation as much. Because if it's hard for me to say your name, it's hard for me to step. It's harder for me to reference you. So already you kind of got some shit going against you a little bit, in my opinion. In my opinion. But when you come on Raw and you jump in and you save, whoever you save, then you have your match. I feel like she should have to get on the mic, cut a decent promo. I'm live, Rebecca. I'm here, and I've beat Becky Lynch, and I'm the one who's going to become the next champion. I'm the next winner. You should have to establish yourself in at least a promo to begin the people having a reason to look at you. Don't just throw them in the ring and think, oh, you saw them on NXT and you know what it is. Create that establishment, bro, in some way or another, in my opinion, with these guys.
I feel you. Because for the people who don't actually watch NXT, how am I supposed to know who this is?
Exactly.
And if I don't even know what a takeover is, how am I supposed to, understand who this person is?
Exactly.
Calling up. But also, I think it also depends on the talent. I think that's why they do those preliminary, preliminary call ups. And we got a special guest appearance by NXT's Carmelo Hayes. We were introducing Melo on the main roster before he officially got put on the main roster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that formula works, but I do agree with you. You have to be able to build your character up to the point to where you have to get noticed by those people who just watch Raw and SmackDown.
Very true, man.
We all know NXT's for the younger generation right now. Outside of the hardcore wrestling fans like we are. But it's just how it is.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I was thinking that too when I heard that. Even with Blair Davenport, I like what they're doing with her because they just gave her that video package. They let her sit down and they addressed who she was. And then when I saw her, and I saw how tall she was. I'm like, this girl's big. She might be. Immediately, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to see her now. Let's see her in the ring now. But they just kind of threw Lyra into the mix immediately, and I didn't really have a chance. Even though I saw her awesome match with her and Raquel. You know what I mean? Good, Dre.
Have you seen? Nah, because I think they were just really banking on the thing that she did with Bianca, not Bianca, but Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
The stuff that she did with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, I think, she went down there and took on Lyra Valkyria and won the NXT Women's Championship from her and stuff like
Yep.
that. So I think that's what they were mainly, focusing on. But I do appreciate them taking the time in like they did with Blair Davenport, was giving her a video package and building her up. But a lot of people don't watch NXT, so they probably wouldn't know who these certain superstars are if
Yeah.
you haven't seen them.
Yeah. Just give them something, yo. It don't even gotta be a sit down promo. It can be it can be a video package. It can be a back room thing, people they just passing them by. Hey, who are you? And I'm this. You don't know me. I'm this, whatever. It's just something that you could do easy to reestablish these people, that especially after a call up, man. It's very important because we want reasons to be engaged, and everybody's not trying to take nothing away from everybody, but everybody is not engaging like that. Like that immediate presence is not engaged. That Montez Ford shit. Everybody don't have that, yo. And that's why you need the extras to get them a little bit more notoriety and shit like that.
I agree. I definitely agree. Look at man, we gonna do our victory lap. Slim, we was talking about, of course, King of the Ring and Scott Blue, and also the main topic of the show was some of the greatest WWE Thunderdome moments. Now, when you think of WWE Thunderdome, you laugh though, and I gotta hear behind the laugh though. What was one of your, if you could think about it, or if it wasn't that interesting to you, the WWE Thunderdome, your greatest WWE Thunderdome moment?
For me, it was. I just saw a clip of it because I remember how funny it was. It was a segment with Bobby and R-Truth, and Truth acted like he was pointing at something and slapped the mess out of Bobby.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I loved that, and even though it wasn't in front of fans, seeing Drew win the title that he deserved was nice. Even though it wasn't in front of fans, he earned that shit. And if COVID never happened, we all know he gets a super mania pop that year.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, what I liked about the Thunderdome was That's what essentially birthed the tribal chief. That right
Mm-hmm.
there,
Yep.
because it makes perfect sense because I just finished watching a documentary a couple of weeks ago. He was right. There was no crowd. You could focus more on your facials, focus more on, delivering your promo, being more serious, getting in, telling the story more with your body since you don't have the people to interact with it. So I think that was like my favorite things, but the birth of the tribal chief and Truth slapping the mess out of Bobby is my favorite Thunderdome moments, man.
Okay, okay. I dig it. I
Oh,
dig
and
it, man.
Kevin Owens doing that crazy run up that ramp at
Oh
that
yeah,
Mania
remember
too.
that? I remember that
Oh
too.
yeah, I definitely remember that. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Look at man, this was a great episode of Talk Pro Wrestling. Anything you guys want to get off the chest before we any last wrestling rant,
Man, listen,
or you
yo.
good?
Shout out to Bailey if you're talking about the the Thunderdome as well, because she's another one who, great heel work. It was something that we haven't seen. Heel Bailey. Bailey was always the fan, and she was always one of the favorites of all the people. But heel Bailey came out and really, she really took off. Her and Sasha, in the Thunderdome age, she held the championship for a long time, and she brought a lot of relevancy to the women's division within that time. There's no doubt about it. So shout out to Bailey in that time, yo.
Quick note for anybody who's looking for a show tonight: New Japan Strong presents Resurgence. It's gonna be some good matches on that card, and one of my favorites I think will be Mustafa Ali putting the X Division title on the line against Leo Rush.
Oh
It's gonna be
wow.
pretty good. And John Moxley versus Shoto Umino for the IWGP Heavyweight title. And like I told Brian, something unique that's happening. Bullet Club War Dogs, that's run by Finley, the young gun in that group, Gabriel Kidd, is going to challenge for Noah's heavyweight championship, which is kind of unheard of because you don't really have many Gaijin wrestling for Noah right now. And even though I was very critical of him, this little incarnation of Bullet Club is very interesting to watch. Since David Finley's taken over as he's global heavyweight champion. So, shout out to David Finley, keeping Bullet Club alive and relevant.
Phenomenal wrestler. He's a
Um,
beast in the ring, man.
oh yeah, man. Whenever he gets over that overseas bug and finally comes home, I think he'll do good in the E. I'm pretty sure Finley can, open up a door for him.
Oh
in the
yeah.
corner. But
Yeah, for sure.
nah, man, that's it, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate it a lot. Look, I'm about to go change them because he stunk
Uh-oh, Lil
real
Dre.
bad.
Lil
Stinks
Dre,
real
you in the
bad.
diaper still?
Yeah, yeah, he getting on the toilet now, but he back and forth. He want to say what he want to say at
They
times though. But
boys make it happen, bro.
yeah,
That's
they
how
do.
boys
They
are.
do. I appreciate you guys, man. Definitely, Brian, as always. And of course, Slim, man. I like the gold that's on your shoulders, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Definitely, everyone, go subscribe to the Beeline Entertainment. Definitely tune in straight through the ropes Wednesday, 9 p.m. You got Slim, you got Brian B, you got Laylee Ray, right? I hope I'm
Lay.
saying it right.
Yep.
Lay, yeah, Lay. And yeah, man, definitely go tune in, subscribe. And also tell them about the wrestling trivia game that's coming up next
That's
week, man.
right. Hey, listen, guys. This week, coming up Wednesday night, this 9 o'clock p.m. The
Mhm.
Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk slot. Wrestle Talk Wednesday. We have the first edition. It's going to be STR versus the Commission, and I know I'm on both teams, so I will be the host of the show. And it is you didn't know? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We talking wrestling trivia. That's right. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's going to be really fun. We're going to go head to head. We're going to clash. We're going to make it happen. And I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to be kicking it off so you guys can see exactly how it's played. And hope you guys enjoy watching it. And if you feel like you can challenge us, because Commission and STR are together. So if you're ready to take us on, the faction that started it all, listen, Wrestle Talk Wednesdays where it's happening. Tune in 9 o'clock p.m. Be there, Eastern Time.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. That's what's up, you guys, man. Definitely tune in and subscribe. Talk Pro Wrestling. We'll be back next week. We're gonna be talking some more greatest moments and also AEW, the pandemic greatest AEW moments as well, you guys. But for now, myself, Dre, aka Dre on Wells, and my little man right here. You ready to
Little
go?
Drizzy.
You ready to go? Okay, you ready to go? All right. All right. Until next time, you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot, man.
Be good,
Peace.
y'all.
We out, man. Peace.